Hi, today I'm at the Zillmer Park parking area for the Ice Age Trail, and the Ice Age Trail goes back that way. I'm not going that way today, but that's a nice hike too. Today I'm going to hike the Mindy Creek segment of the Ice Age Trail. So let's go. The trail is just a few steps down the street from the Zillmer parking lot and heads across a nice little bridge here over the ditch into the Mindy Creek segment. As you can see, the snow is piled up here on the bridge. Kind of gives you an idea of what you're walking on the trail. Once this gets mushy, you can sink through that in post hole. But it's about 26 degrees today, this morning, and so the snow should still be frozen. So the Mindy Creek segment follows Mindy Creek, which has created this huge ravine on its way down to the St.Croix River. But if you look up in your Ice Age Trail guidebook, I don't think you'll find Mindy Creek because it's part of the bigger segment. It's part of the St. Croix Falls segment. At some point, I guess they had smaller segments. I'm not sure what the history of that is. But yeah, we're in St. Croix Falls, and this is just part of that segment. One of the benefits of hiking in this weather is you're less likely to get post holing like that when somebody steps off the trail. So it's pretty deep off the trail. If you stay right where the beaten down path is, it's pretty sturdy, especially if you wear micro spikes. I don't think you'd need snowshoes here. It's used all winter long by other people. But yeah, we're going to be walking along the edge of the bluff here over the Mindy Creek valley here, and it's cut out quite a swat for itself for this hill. I am glad that I wore my micro spikes today, because this trail does go along a steep bank here for ways, and you wouldn't want to slip and keep going all the way down to the bottom there or hit a tree or something. So I would recommend micro spikes. We'll be crossing the creek shortly. Alright, I think this is where the trail switches back and goes down to cross the creek. Yeah, there's an arrow there. Here we go. Here's where we cross the creek. Came down that long hill that way and over from here. Okay, let's cross this creek. It doesn't look like there's a water issue. There's rocks and not much flowing yet. I suppose in the spring this can get flowing pretty good. I can hear the water underneath the ice running. And I guess we'll go back up the other side now. Well, as you can see, there's been quite a bit of snow this year. Still heading up though. And I guess you can still see Mindy Creek down there at the bottom of the ravine. This is, I guess, the place where we turn away from it and head north. Well, it looks like we might be coming up to a view of the St. Croix River Valley here. Oh yeah, they got a bench there. And there is the river valley. And can't really see the river from here, but it's down there. Yeah, and that's Minnesota over there. I can kind of hear some road traffic. I don't know if that comes through the camera or not, but looks like this tree seen better days, huh? Kind of right across the trail here. This area looks like maybe within the past few years there's been like a tornado or something come through here. So there's all kinds of trees down. Gotta watch out on these slanted rocks if you've got ice spikes on, because you can slip on them. Yeah, look at all the trees that are laid down here. And look, it just come right through this little area here. But anyway, the trail, once we get past all these blowdowns, looks like we're just entering a nice wooded area and a pleasant walk on the side of the river valley here. The trail goes up this way, but this says overlook, so let's take a look and see. Oh, see there's a bench down there. Oh, another slanted rock I'm going to avoid. Now this view, it looks like you get a little better view of the area, the valley area. Still can't really see the river right now. You see the houses and things, and then you can see the highway 95, I believe it is, on the Minnesota side. 87 on this side. It's a little bit of a hazy day, but pretty good for a hike. So let's head back up onto the trail. Well, it looks like the trail maybe heads downhill a little bit, and maybe we'll be leaving the top of this really beautifully wooded hill, and we'll see what's next. Sure, it must be nice in here in the summer because these trees are just towering, and I'm sure they create a great canopy of leaves in the summer. Probably pretty in the fall too, but I don't mind the winter either. A little ways up ahead of where we are now, there's a spur trail called the Trail of Myths that I've been on. I did a video of it a couple years ago, and that's a nice trail too. When I get there, I'll show you how you get on that. Oh, look at here, some remnant of civilization. I don't know if that's a watering trough or a pump house. It looks like a watering trough, but I don't know. Yeah. Well, I'm still walking through the woods here. I think got a new glaze on that tree. I think this is part of a preserve, this area, and I forget the name of it. I can see the sign as I walk out, and I'll post that. But it's a pretty area here. We're much lower than we were before down the hill, and still above the river level, but not by a whole lot. So we should be coming to a 2-track soon that will lead us out. Alright, so we're just coming to the 2-track part of the trail. Trail goes to the left, and this road here will go all the way down to the Highway 87 in Lions Park on that way, and that's the way we'll go. Going up this way leads to one end of the loop of the Trail of Myths, which I mentioned before is a nice trail. So let's head back down towards the end of the trail here and Lions Park and call it a day. Here's the other end of that Trail of Myths loop here. I would highly recommend that trail. It's a very, very nice trail. Well, here's that sign for the Wirt Nature Preserve that we've been walking through, and I read this and it sounds like it goes all the way up to Zillmer Park and beyond, and it's 450 wooded acres, 400-foot elevation gain, home to black bear, coyotes, rough grouse, deer, and other wildlife. Huh. Pretty nice. Alright, I'm just crossing Highway 87 here, getting back to my truck, which is parked over there. And this is the Lions Park, and I don't know if you can see down there, the river is still frozen. Today is actually the first day of spring, but you wouldn't know it by looking at the surroundings. Had a lot of snow this year, and seems like it's staying a little cooler than it's supposed to. It's supposed to be like 45 high this time of year, but we're not quite reaching that. So the rest of the St. Croix Falls segment goes up this way. You can see the yellow blaze there. I don't remember if it's like a mile and a half, 2-3 miles. And it goes along the St. Croix River the whole way, and that's where the St. Croix Falls segment ends. Well, that's all I have for today, so thanks for coming along and hope you enjoyed the hike. See you next time. Bye.